and welcome back to the second part of this week's podcast on the week that Ballina wrapped up the Super League Championship. Ballyglass put 5 past Kilchimau to ease their relegation fears, and Westport hit a late winner in Manulla, while Celtic are still chasing second place. And in League 2, Hollister and Ballyvary both missed promotion opportunities, while a stunning goal for Claremorris B kept them in the promotion race. And it's in the Clean Sports Ground League 2 that we start. Ballyvary Blue Bombers went into their final league game, knowing a win would seal promotion to League 1, but they came up against a very determined Ballina United side, who ran out 8-1 winners in the end. Ballyvary looked nervous from the off and found themselves 3-0 down at half-time as Daniel Moyles, Mark Moyles and James Muldoon scored the goals for Martin Langdon's side. United added a further 5 goals in the second half as they ran out comfortable winners. Ballyvary must now rely on United beating Hollister in that big local derby next Sunday if they are to end up in the playoff with Vinnie Cohen's side to decide the final promotion spot. Prior to kick-off, Ballina United received the Hastings Insurance Brokers Award for Team of the Month for July. Claremorris B and Hollister played out a 1-1 draw in Concannon Park as Hollister missed out the chance to clinch the league title. It's still in their own hands, but they will need to beat near neighbours Ballina United in the final game on Sunday, as Claremorris will be expected to pick up the 3 points that will see them promoted when they take on bottom of the table Newport Burrishoole in Solar 21 Park. Hollister's goal came somewhat against the run of play, following an unfortunate mix-up by some Claremorris defenders on their own goal line. Claremorris were presented with an early opportunity to equalise when referee Stephen Manning pointed to the spot following a foul inside the box. But the Hollister keeper saved the shot and Claremorris couldn't capitalise on the rebound. The Claremorris goal was worth waiting for as Conor Groarke scored a screamer to ensure the title race went right down to the last round of games. In the Elverys Sports Super League, Claremorris came from a goal behind to further increase the relegation fears of Erris Aontaithe as they dominated the last 20 minutes to win 5-2. Danny Broderick scored twice, with other goals coming from Andy Peters, Carl Walsh and Finian Brady. The win keeps Claremorris in the hunt for second place. Westport United came from 3-1 down to record an impressive 4-3 victory over Manulla in Carramore. Westport United took the lead through Jasper Frisch after just 30 seconds, but Manulla hit back and scored 3 goals in under 10 minutes just after the half-hour mark, as Paul Lawless, who got 2, and Jackson De Silva found the net for Connie Morrissey's side. Westport came out fighting in the second half, and Darren Brown scored twice, one from the penalty spot, to bring United level. Mikey O'Brien hit a late winner for Westport to keep their 3-point lead in second place. Castlebar Celtic kept the pressure up on Westport United with a 4-1 win over Straide Foxford United in Celtic Park. Gerry Hunt had Celtic 2-0 up at the break, including this cheeky chip just before half-time. Straide Foxford pulled a goal back through Paul Morden. Celtic, though, pushed on after this and added 2 further goals through Nicky Canning and Jose Navarro. Ballyglass more or less ended their relegation fears with a comprehensive 5-0 win over Kilchimau Knock Utd on Sunday afternoon. JP O'Gorman opened the scoring with a close-range header before turning provider for Evan Connolly, who drilled home a left-foot shot across the Kilchimau Knock keeper and inside the far post. O'Gorman got his second and Ballyglass's third to put them in complete control at the break. In the second half, O'Gorman neatly took down a long ball from defence to complete his hat-trick. His fourth came when he rounded the advancing goalkeeper and held off a challenge from a defender to place the ball into an empty net. A series of upcoming games among the Super League's bottom sides means it's unlikely Ballyglass can now be caught. Kilchimau Knock United, for their part, still have survival in their own hands, starting with the visit of Erris Aontaithe to CMS Park next weekend. And finally, Ballina Town were crowned Elverys Sports Super League champions on Sunday as they cruised to a 13-0 victory over Ballyheane. The result was never in doubt from an early stage as Ballina dominated right from kick-off. Benny Lavelle passed the 20 league goal mark as he struck 4, with Jamie Cawley getting another 4. Dylan Edwards scored a hat-trick, and other goals coming from Dylan McKee and Dwayne Helly. They have scored an amazing 73 goals and conceded just 11 in the 15 league games that they've played so far. They have won the Elverys Sports Super League title with 3 games to go.
I'd like you to bear with me maybe just for a second. I want to reference David Walsh from Glenhest Rovers, who died tragically just last week, and he was buried during the week. It's been a big blow to the Glenhest club, to his family obviously, and indeed the Mayo League. And what I'd like you to do is just for a moment maybe give a round of applause to David. May he rest in peace. On to the celebrations. I'd like to welcome Tom Kelly here. The cup you're going to get, guys, is the Tom Kelly Cup. Tom is the former chairman of the Mayo League and indeed the Mayo Youths League. He's the editor of the Connacht Telegraph, so you'll read all about your performance maybe tomorrow, I'm sure. And I'm delighted that he's here to present the cup. Okay? I would like to compliment Ballina Town. What a fantastic season, guys. To Mick and to all the management team and indeed the players yourselves, lads. You've really put your shoulder to the wheel, and that is why that is here today for you guys. Well done. I got this cup from Westport just yesterday. They had it for 4 years. So this says to look after it, that it was coming back soon. Well, that's up to you. But I often heard Westport being the football town of Mayo. Well, I think the power might have changed down here to North Mayo. Last night we had your B team there winning the title in really exciting circumstances. You guys have come on the Super League title. Ballina United had success there with Martin Langdon this year, and the legend that is Vinnie Cohen keeping Hollister going, and they just missed out on their league title today. So Ballina really is at the forefront of this game in this county. So well done, Ballina. I'd like to compliment everybody in the league. Kieran, Sean Malloy and Seamus Hughes, John Durkin, Tom McDaniel, Donald Benson, Martin Keelsey, James Larkin. It's an excellent committee. We, and I say we, the PROs of all our clubs, won an award at the FAI dinner just last week for our digital podcast. It's been hugely successful. I want you to look out for our goal of the season competition, which is coming up. Benny, I'm sure you might have a few in there in the reckoning for it. And I'd also like to reference our presentation dinner this year is in the Castle Court Hotel in Westport on December the 1st. It's a Saturday night, so I'm sure a lot of you will get there, okay? Without further ado, I'd like to call on Elverys. Elverys cannot be with us today. They are our sponsors, and I'd like you to give them a round of applause. They've been great supporters of Castlebar down through the years. So without further ado, I'd like to call on the Ballina Town captain, Mark.
Thanks for everyone for coming down. I'd just like to thank, first of all, Ballyheane for waiting out. It was obviously a difficult game for them today, but just like thank you for coming out. Like, it's not a reflection of yourselves, it's more we've had a lot of hurt the last few seasons. We've ran close, and just a round of applause for Ballyheane. The Mayo League for the effort and work that they've put in throughout the years. Even the podcast and the videography this season has just been top notch. And our own committee and the ground staff down here to make it what it is today. I'd also like to thank our supporters who've stayed with us throughout the year. We've had some difficult games this season as well, and they've been right there throughout and have really kept us going. And a special thanks to our top supporter, Fergal Bran, as well. You wouldn't know anything that was going on down here if it wasn't for Fergal's mother, Ger, who's always been here on the Lastly, the only man in the suit, their sponsor, Cawley and I just want to thank the management as well. It's Decky, brother T, and Mick Duffy as well. Like Decky has been like the hours Deck puts in off the field and outside of training sessions with players, including myself. T Duffy on physio looking after us. We haven't had too many serious injuries this year besides Carramore Cup and Westport. And then obviously Mick putting in the hours throughout the year. So just thanks to the lads especially. Yeah. Just delighted to be able to bring this back to Ballina. It's about time.
Absolutely, it's been a fantastic journey from the start of the season, to now when finally we have it in the hand. It's been a great season all season, but so many people telling us you have it, but or you're having a great season. But now to finally have it here in Ballina is a great feeling, isn't it?
That's brilliant. Yeah, it's been a long season for us, but we've thoroughly enjoyed it under Mick, Decky, and Tom. A lot of credit has to go to them, but also the players. We've a lot of different personnel in throughout the season, and everyone has counted towards this. But it's great after 4 years or however long that we finally brought it back here in Ballina, and we're just delighted to make that happen. Because we've had some difficult seasons in the past and finished runners up a couple of times, and it's been tough to take. So it was great to get over the line today.
You've a very young squad, Mick. You must be delighted with the way they've all bedded into the team.
Yeah, absolutely. And they are young, and we've got the experience of people like Derek, and even Mark now is experienced, and Dwayne Helly as well. So adding on to the likes of Mark Moran, Tommy Ford, it just goes on. They're all below 23, maybe 24. A lot of them, there's a large section of them below that. So, but they want to learn, they want to get better, and that's the most important thing. And when you have young lads that want to learn and want to improve, you're onto a winner, And we just try and do our best on the coaching side of things to develop them and to make them better players and better people. So I think we've done a good job.
And as a club, your B team won the league last night as well. That must show great signs for the future.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. The B team have had a fantastic season. It was obviously, as Gerry mentioned earlier, it was an exciting night last night. I had to go away for dinner, so I couldn't see the whole game. So I was following the updates in the Mayo League. So it was like a bit of a helicopter Saturday.
He was updating me at the dinner.
But so congratulations again to Hammy and Philly and Eugene and all the B team. But like you said, it's great that they've gone up a league into a better standard league as well for themselves. So hopefully both teams can benefit from that. So any players dropping down or going back up will be in a good standard of a league.
And you still have the cup final to come, something else to look forward to before the end of the season?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, obviously the league was the main priority, but I mean, Castlebar Celtic now, we know that's going to be a test as well. But I think hopefully that we've got some league games to finish as well before that. So that's our kind of priority for now, just to see out the league and continue with the just keep going with our good performances, and then hopefully continue that into the cup final, which will be difficult obviously. But you can see we've got a serious amount of goals today, and I think we're over 100 goals now. We're scoring on average 4 or 5 a game. So. That's a credit to everybody, everybody out there, not just the attackers, So it's been a frightening season in that regard, and very, very happy.
Well done, well done.
And once again, huge congratulations to Ballina Town, winning both the Super League title this weekend and the League One title as well. And that's it for another week. Join us next week when at least one more title will be handed out, promotion races to be decided, and maybe some relegation issues too. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.